Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. to the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. Showing off the arm. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Play by the speed back. You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? He gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's Perkins. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fights off a defender. Oh, they knock it free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And I tell you what, man, got to do a better job of taking care of the football. I got to know I got the first down. Running backs, this is job security. You better handle that thing well, Paul.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it. We're seeing a lot more of that around college football now. There's a lot of committees out there, committee approach. One way to get yourself on the bench very quickly, put the rock on the ground. That's a coachable lesson for that young man.
Find some fresh air. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Wide out in motion. On the run, it's Perkins. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw. You're trying to make it look like pass, getting those big fellas up front defensively, trying to salivate to get the QB, but they weren't fooled. Everybody stayed in their gap, and that's why they shut that play down.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They want to run this quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to throw. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's running in the open.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Nash. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion, coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
From the 27-yard line, you can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
He spins that thing down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws they usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gators will hustle to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Afterburners coming. Touchdown Gators! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back up.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. On the run, it's Perkins. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll try the run. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the first quarter. Florida 10, Kansas State 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. I tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off, bringing it back. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And that is a back breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Gators in the hurry up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the run. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, look out! The 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Kansas State. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Still on his feet. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot...
Pulls it in on the right. Can anyone catch it? And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw it. He's got his man. And he's wrestled to the ground. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that could turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws, have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pressure comes, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. No step back in Week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hall. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter.